So, yeah, today has been a odd day. Like just for a random Saturday. Um I went to this thing called like Vintage Fest and I thought it was going to be like a lot of cool old school 90s stuff. There was some cool stuff, but there was only like one or two booths that had like legit cool shit, and everything else was just selling shitty like throwaway thrift store garbage. And if it wasn't garbage, it was super expensive. So it was just not really worth it. I was a little disappointed there.
Yeah, it was in Cleveland, I think like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and all of the ads were like gaming, retro gaming, stuff like that. They had Critical. He did the woo, yeah, baby. That was
Yeah.
on their ad.
They had they had a Super Nintendo hooked up to a TV and like seven arcade things. Like little arcade stations.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's pretty sad. And then it was like a lot of it was just weird fashion people instead of being like people that would genuinely be into it. Like some of the people who were showing up. The people showing up were nerds like me that were like, okay, let's go see if we can find some cool shit from when we were young. But no, it's like, no, you can just buy somebody's trash clothes from 30 years ago.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to imagine all the sellers look like what is it? What's his name? Frank from Always Sunny when he gets into art with his like white hair and everything.
No, there are a bunch of teenage. Well, okay, no, not teenagers. There are a bunch of people my age is sitting there on their phones, all like super into fashion, and so like they just have their faces stuck up their own asses so much they aren't even talking and interacting to people. So no joke, like I bought a shirt and I had to like walk up to the two guys, and then they just like kept talking. I'm like, "Excuse me, is this your guys' stuff?" He's like, "Oh yeah, it's my stuff." I'm like, "I was trying to buy it." Like, he's like, "Okay, it's like $25, right?" Just handed it to him, walked off. Like, man,
Don't touch it, it's my stuff.
it's just weird because like we went to another convention there, and it was a little disappointing too. It was the horror convention, but
Uh-huh.
there was still, people were like, "Hey man, what's up? How you doing? You want to come check this stuff out?" They talk to you, try to interact, like, "Hey, how you doing?" This is like none of that. Nobody was interested. Nobody gave a shit.
That or they're just true gamers, just antisocial.
Dude, they're all playing League on their phones,
They're all catching Pokemon.
grinding the max level in RuneScape. Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Well, after that, we left there and we ended up going to Red Robin because it was happy hour, and so I was like, let's go be happy at Red Robin. When we walk in, we immediately see this older guy, and he just like oddly walks up to these two women. It was a daughter and her mother, and he was like, "Oh, what's that you guys are having?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a fudge brownie." And he's like, "Oh, is that good?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's good." And he's like, "Oh, I'm great to hear it." And he walks up to the bartender and he goes, "That brownie's on me." And I was just laughing,
What?
and I told Maddie, I was like, "Yo, I'll fuck him buying them a brownie. I want him to buy me a drink." So we sit down, and he's like a few spots down from us at the bar, and he eyes me up like the homeless guy eyes. Like if you lock too long, they're gonna make contact with you. And I just
Uh-huh.
locked in and was like, "Hey man, what's up?" And that was it. From then on, we were a party. All three of us. he moved few seats over, sat next to us, and started rizzing us up.
Let's go.
He started buying drinks. He bought me a drink, bought Maddie a drink. It's like that's pretty cool. He gave us some fish, which is weird, especially because we just bought food. But I was like, hey, fuck it. He's a weird rich guy. Let's just eat a little bit of his fish and call it a day.
He brought it from home.
he he then like kept trying to like talk to me about business shit, and she's like, oh, basically like he's gonna open a business for me or whatever. I'm like, whatever, man. And fucking
It's so easy to start a business. You just get someone else to do it.
yeah, and well, Maddie, she was like, yeah, you should do it. Sounds like a good opportunity. And I'm like trying to shoot her the dagger eyes, like, no, because she hasn't gone out and drank at bars with crazy rich people. So she doesn't understand when people have that, like, hey, I'm just gonna dump all this shit onto you right now and be really weird, and then we're never gonna talk again. Or if we do talk again, it's going to be really weird and you're going to find out I was actually a huge liar about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, it's a real 50-50 of who are you going to meet at the bar.
Yeah, so then we just keep chatting up. Uh, let's see some of the crazy shit that he said. My favorite was when a family walks in, they sit behind us, and it's it's a big black dude, and I can't tell what the other races of this family is. Doesn't matter to me. But this guy, the older dude, just looks at him. He goes, "Hey, I bet you, I can guess your age. I bet you I can guess your weight within 20 pounds." And he's like, just tell that lady right there. And he's like, if not, I'll buy you a drink. And then he like whispers in Maddie's ear his weight. And he goes, you're 260. And he was like, no, you're wrong. And he was like, oh, okay, well, I'll buy you a drink. He's like, no, man, I don't want a drink. And then he sits down and he goes, well, I tell you what, I can guess your age within 2 years. And I started busting out laughing at this point. And he comes up and he whispers into Maddie's ear his age, which was 47. The guy looks at him, he goes, you're 34. And then everybody started laughing, and he goes, yep, I knew it. I'm right. And we're like, no, like, he's 13 years older than that. And he's like, what, really? He's like, yeah, I had my birthday like 2 months ago. So then he goes, well, damn, black don't crack. Like, oh, holy shit. And then we're sitting there, and after a minute, like, he keeps buying us drinks, and I want to leave, so I know I can't get too drunk because I have to drive. So we go outside, and he gets us to hit his dab pen, and then we go back in, and I'm trying to think the exact sequence of events, because he ends up buying shots for him and the other guy and trying for me, but I just keep refusing. And he's like, "What do you want? What do you want? You want tequila?" And he goes, "No, I'd rather not have tequila." And then he's like, "All right, well, tell me what you want. What do you want?" And then he said, I'll have whatever the girl says she wants to have. It was Maddie, and she goes, well, back in the day, I used to really like to drink little beers with me. And he goes, what the hell is that? And she's like, well, it's like Liquor 43 with a little bit of heavy whipping cream. And the dude's just like giving her an odd face. And I was like, Or like actually me personally, I would just go with Jameson. He goes, "Now that sounds good." So then we started talking about Jameson, and then all of a sudden this random guy chimes in and he goes, "I think you should buy the man Hennessy." And then so there's another weird, awkward racial remark.
Yeah.
And then the guy is like, "Actually, I'm not opposed to that either." And then the one guy actually said, he's like, "I don't know, that seems a little bit racial." It's like, it's whatever. I'll take a free shot of Hennessy. And he turns to the bartender. He goes, "2 shots of the top shelf of tequila." Oh, he
You'll never
also
predict what this dude's gonna do.
he also kept eating Nicorette, and he was like, "Yeah, these things are like cigarettes." He's like, "You want a cigarette?" And he tried to give me a fucking Nicorette, and he shakes them out into his hand, and he goes, "Oh, not that one. That's a pain pill." And there was 2 of the same in his hand, and he takes one of them. Then he goes to break the other one in half. He said, "Well, do you want some?" And I was like, "No, no, thanks, man." And then he just ate the other one whole. And then he just kept
Let's
asking me.
go.
He'd be like, "You want a cigarette?" And try to pull out this thing of Nicorette. And I'm like, "Dude, I'm cool, man. I'm really cool."
I mean, he sounds pretty cool to me.
Well, Maddie made me give him my number with my first name.
Why?
And then she saw I didn't write my last name on it, so she said, "Oh, I'll fill that in for you, honey." So she gave this dude my first, my last name, my phone number, and she said, "Also, if you can't get a hold of him, we're on Facebook."
She said, also, here's a social security number, just in
Dude.
case.
After we left, I was like, "Maddie, what the fuck?" She's like, "Well, that could actually be a really good business opportunity." I was like, "Yeah, or he's an absolute fucking loon."
Yeah. I mean, did he go into like what the business was exactly, or just
He said that
business?
he has rich people he could offer me work for welding, like gates and stuff. I'm like, hey,
Okay.
whatever. If you, I was like, I'm not trying. I don't have the tools or the equipment. If you want to pony up the money for that, I got the skills. So he was like, well, that's no problem. He's like, how much would it cost? I was like, for all the equipment and stuff, minimum 1,200 to 2 grand. And he goes, "Oh, that's nothing. I piss away 2 grand just going around in 2 days." I was like, "All right, well, if you want to pony up the money."
He sounds cool.
Real cool guy. His wife is 30
I
years younger than him, and I know that she gets horny off a quarter and edible. She's good all night.
Dang. Was his wife there?
His wife was not there.
Huh.
It was just him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's he doing at Red Robin alone?
And we also got there like 1:30 too. So just chilling. He was getting ready to leave when we got there and then just sat there and drank with us for like 4 hours.
He looked at the bartender. He goes, "Well, gotta get home to my horny wife."
That's
Then you
only if
guys
she
walked
took
in
an
and said, "Never
edible.
mind."
She was mad at him because he didn't sweep this morning and he was looking at coins.
Oh man, I I get that.
I understand too.
Sometimes man just want to look at his coin.
I was looking at my Yu-Gi-Oh cards this morning.
Yeah, I went to go look for mine. Not too many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. A shocking amount of Digimon cards. I had like 20 something.
Which, let me see something. I don't know if I can share my camera on. That was better. I got me some of my wings. They're probably going to give me dysentery because they've been sitting out forever.
Because that man was rubbing his little gum all over. He said, "This stuff's good. It's like a cigarette."
And yeah, while his lips turn fucking white.
Mm. I love me a cigarette.
He also called me, and then
Yeah,
he
after
goes,
you left.
yeah, like as soon as I got home, I got a call. And he goes, hey, like he's drunk as fuck as this way. He's like, hey, it's the police. We're trying to, get a hold of you. I go, oh great. I was calling you because I was just hanging out with some crazy guy at a Red Robin. And he just laughed so hard for like 2 minutes. And he's like, you alright? And I was like, yeah, I'm home. He goes, good. Alright, bye.
I hope he made it home.
Dude,
Some
he was
say he's still
offering
at
to
that
buy
Red
me an
Robin to
Uber.
this day.
He wanted me to
Uh,
drink.
but then he made it home. Let's go.
Yeah. When we were smoking his dab pen on the front porch of the Red Robin, he kept saying, don't worry, I got my card. It's legal anyway. Plus, I got a great lawyer.
He kept saying, "Glad you guys made it here, okay." The tickle monster's been in the area, and he kept trying to tickle you.
Ooh, wild guy. He's an Olympian. He's a felon.
I'm jack of all trades.
Yep. What can I say? My new boss is pretty cool.
Yeah, my new boss is sick.
If you want to find me, you can find me down at the local Red Robin rubbing his shoulders.
We're stationed up at the Red Robin all the time.
Yeah, sometimes he gives me the backwash out of his beers.
Only if I did a good job at work.
That's only if I work his feet. And
Yeah,
what
I
can I
love my
say?
boss.
Sorry. What can I say? I'm a working boy.
I'm a little bit of a working boy myself.
Oh, those boneless are good. Oh gosh, there's nothing like inviting everybody in to enjoy my snacks, my lunch breaks, my late dinners, or whatever this is.
This is a mukbang.
Slowly turning into King Cobra. Sitting here on my throne of filth.
Yeah, they're gonna start calling me Prince Cobra in a little bit.
Did I ever
I
tell you
ain't no
about
king
him?
like him.
Sorry.
Huh.
Did I tell you he lost his? I mean, not lost it. He ended his dry spell.
Uh, what's his dry spell?
It was 6 years, my friend.
Okay. Well, good.
He said he deserved it, though. He took accountability. The reason he said he deserved it was because the reason because he had a girlfriend. Sorry, I'm getting all mixed up. I get excited talking about King Cobra. So he had this girlfriend, and they were getting along great. But then he hooked up with a really fat pregnant chick. I think he said his words, not mine. For cigarettes, for a cigarette. And then she found out, and they broke up.
It was gum.
He pulled out some fucking Nicorette. It wasn't even like real Nicorette. It was like Kirkland brand Nicorette.
Ooh.
So, I mean, at least I know the guy has some money. He got that Costco membership.
Uh-huh.
I say,
He is a
hey,
member.
slide me a dog on the low.
Give me one of them on.
While you in there, get me a dog and a slice. What can I say? I'm a simple man.
I'm a simple guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a swell guy.
But you get a few of those blue chills from Red Robin in me, I get a little wacky, a little weird.
That is him.
Oh, man.
He gets a little cuckoo.
I also am like wearing the most awesome shirt for getting drunk with a 64-year-old at Red Robin's right now.
That's actually what the shirt says.
It
I'm
does.
getting drunk with a 64-year-old at Red Robin.
Oh no. I misplaced my ring now. I had a cool ring. It was a ring that my stepmom gave me because my dad didn't talk to me for most of my life. Gang. Same thing with this necklace and this bracelet. Just now I can't afford this shit. Gang, gang. New topic. New topic. This is the mind wipe. Alright, let's go to the book. So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we can talk about. Talk about Detroit, but I kind of want to talk about that with Hunter.
Yeah, where is Hunter?
He's playing League of Legends, which is obviously more important than the podcast. So,
League. Yuck. That's probably good. I was gonna say he could probably do both, but then I thought about it for a second. I was like, never mind, he couldn't.
No, he can't do both. He's gonna yell fuck over and over while we're actually on good topics, and then he's gonna derail us whenever we get on a roll about something genuinely funny. But we can talk about the funniest thing he's ever said. His Valentine's Day joke. Oh,
actually,
shit.
that was the funniest thing you ever said.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. We'll bring that up with him because I don't appreciate him stealing that joke from me and passing it off as his. But he said that lie for so long. Sometime I believe it myself. There's just
I mean, can you blame him?
I can't. So
joke's so funny.
Oh, dude, we could talk about the fucking pedophiles, bro.
Which ones? There's a lot of them in the world.
So, okay. The ones that we were talking about, the ones that they ride the line. They're skating on thin ice, but that shit don't
Oh
break. Cause
yeah.
Because it all started with me telling you about how my mom, when she was young, she would get off her school bus, and her and a bunch of kids from the neighborhood, they had to walk a few blocks to get home, and they'd all walk past this one house, and this dude would have his main door open, and there would be a glass door there, and he'd be sitting there masturbating completely naked at all the kids as they walk by. So this happens quite a few times. They tell their parents. They call the cops. The cops come. They talk to him, and then they go to the parents and they say, "Listen, you guys need to tell your kids that windows are for looking out, not for looking in."
So awful.
Dude, it's so awesome. So like that just got me on the roll. I'm like thinking, how far can you go without actually committing a crime? You had one that really
And
cracked me
and
up.
then you have the inviting kids over to play spin the bottle in your basement. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and play. I'm just gonna watch.
I'm just gonna sit here and smoke cigarettes. And, you kids should be supervised while you do such activities. You want to play 7 minutes in heaven in the glass closet?
Don't worry about the camera in that closet. Just go ahead and play.
Don't worry if the lights go out, I got some night vision goggles.
Go ahead and play a little games. I'm just gonna be smoking this cigarette.
Dude, so awesome.
And you had one. You had one about
Dude,
you
sitting on the front
spraying kids.
porch and on a hot day inviting the kids and spraying them with a hose. Just sitting there again, smoking cigarettes with the biggest erection you've ever seen for the world to observe, spraying the kids down. Cops come by. Hey, what are you doing? I'm cooling off the kids. Why is your dick hard? Why you asking? Is it a crime? Nope, you're right. Dicks are for being
Everything
hard,
the opposite.
not for being looked at.
I was telling Draven about the windows are for looking out, not looking in. When I went to hang out with him, and we were hanging out for a bit. I told him that I'm watching him play Fortnite and stuff at his house, and he's like, "I gotta leave for work in a little bit." And I was like, "All right, yeah, I gotta go too." So he gets up and he's like, "All right, it's about time, so I'll catch you later." I'm walking out. He goes into his room. I close the front door, and he's just looking out his front window in his room, and he goes, "Windows are for looking out, not looking in."
And then he pressed his asshole against it. Left a little kissy little sign there. Looked like somebody's actual lips with lipstick pressed against it.
It was good.
Yeah,
Hanging out with him's always a trip.
it's been so long since I've talked to him. It's insane.
Next time you're up here, you should hang out. I think you'd vibe with Draven pretty well.
Yeah, dude. He maybe even send me some beats.
That's true.
We're not gonna bring that up. Dude, I swear, one of these days, if he ever listens to these, every single time I mention not being sent beats, he has to send me some free beats.
Yeah, Dre, listen up.
Dre, I got something to say. I
Send me
need free
beats.
beats all day. I met this 64-year-old at Red Robin. He bought me a drink, but it wasn't gay.
Okay, maybe a little, but that's fine.
But that's only because I ate some of his fish fillet.
um, Shoot. So I was talking to Hunter yesterday. Not yesterday. Was it yesterday? I was talking to Hunter on Thursday. I was talking about how whenever I go to like a vape store, I just like vibe with any person that's selling me a vape instantly. It's just easy to talk to these dudes because we just talk about like Snoop Dogg or something on par with that.
Some base
But
most surface level conversations you can have, and they're just like all about it.
yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if it's like a sales tactic, but like I already bought the stuff, so like I don't know. They did their job, but like I don't know. I was talking to the dude the other day because Mike Tyson had like a line of vapes. They were notoriously bad. They'd like explode. Um, and we were just talking about that for a little bit, and that's what brought up the butterbean and everything with Hunter. Um, but I don't know. I love Mike Tyson. I love that the dude made really bad vapes. I love that he makes his business decisions. He's got bad vapes. He's got his TV show that's so awesome. Like he's doing what Snoop Dogg should have done.
It's hard not to win for him.
Because Snoop Dogg is on the whole grind set of money, 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 and he is not.
True.
He is trying to lose money as fast as possible in the coolest ways.
Yeah.
And that's why I like Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson is just getting the bag. I mean, Snoop Dogg is too, but he's doing it in scummy ways.
He's doing it with like dumb things like NFTs and just every commercial ever. But
Becoming Snoop Lion.
uh Mike Tyson, another thing Hunter and I were talking about, he has like a line of CBD gummies that are like in the shape of an ear. That's so funny.
Dude, that's awesome. You know, you gotta know your brand at a point. And when you can finally laugh at yourself, which he couldn't for a long time. You know, I gotta show you this clip because it's my favorite Mike Tyson clip.
I really do think he did find his like his brand. I think you're right. And his brand is just being a funny dude. Dude is hilarious.
Put your mother in a straight jacket, you punk ass white boy. Come here and tell me that if I fuck you in your ass, you punk white boy, you faggot. You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I eat your asshole alive, you bitch. Fuck you, you hoe. Come and say in my face, fuck you, ass for everybody. You bitch. Come on, you bitch. You scared coward. You not man enough to fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world, bitch. Look at you scared now, you hoe. Scared like a little white pussy. Scared of the real man. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot.
Wow. When was this?
This is post prison Mike.
Okay.
This is after he went to jail for rape.
Oh, didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's a convicted rapist.
Eh, now I feel a little weird rooting for this man. But I mean, I don't know.
He
He
served the
gives me like
time.
he gives me like Elon Musk. Like when everyone loved Elon Musk because he was so funny. That's what Mike Tyson gives to me, but like it's different.
Let me.
He did the crime, he served the time.
Oh yeah, dude. So we were talking about look maxing last time, and it got me thinking. Like, I really want to look max a little bit, and I think it'd be a lot easier if here, instead of doing the mewing and working all hard at that, I just find myself in the situation slowly integrate into being a master blaster type of situation. You know, just the lower half though.
Okay.
Do you know Master Blaster?
I don't know Master Blaster.
Alright, well, I'll introduce you to him.
I saved hundreds
See
with
this
Liberty
man.
Mutual.
Okay, you saved 100 on Liberty Mutual. Okay, I get it. I want to show my friend Master Blaster.
I want to show my friend this Liberty Mutual.
Here we go.
Four,
This is
Three,
Master Blaster.
two,
For God's sake, what now?
full run.
This is gonna be me, this
Damn
guy.
it. I told you.
The
no
small
more
dude,
problems.
the big guy underneath the small guy.
More blaster.
Stat. I'm gonna be Blaster. I need to find me a
Full
master.
run barter time.
Full run.
And that's step one of your plan.
Know who? Say.
But it's gonna be more of a Dami Mommy type
Say
of deal.
loud.
Dude, this is the worst, trying to show off fucking Master Blaster. Mad Max versus Blaster. Here, you can see him right there, riding on the back of him. That son of a bitch.
The Blaster himself.
The Blaster. Oh, dude. You know what? I do have something to show you. Have you ever heard of the movie I Am Sam?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, gosh. I never had heard of this either. But this is the most insane trailer I've ever seen.
How can we be so
Different.
Your teacher gave you a really
Let me pick the other one, see if it's louder.
How
that one
can
was-
we be so
Different.
Your teacher gave you a really hard book this time.
What's wrong with your father? Why is he acting like a retard? You're not like other dads.
Jeez.
I'm lucky. Nobody else's study ever comes to the park.
No one doubts that you love your daughter,
These shoes light up.
but your intellectual capacity is around that of a 7-year-old.
Do we get a balloon with these?
All of us? Or just her?
Our concern is what happens when Lucy turns 8.
I find
Oh, shit. That's the one part. I don't know if you got it. They're like, he has a mental capacity of a 7-year-old. Our only concern is when she turns 8. It's like, up until then, it was fine.
I said, this is cool.
Like, by those
This
terms,
is okay.
well, she's 8 now. She can take care of him.
That's true.
I'm just
They
saying.
never thought about it like that. That's the loophole of the movie they never thought about.
Hey, why does your dad act like such a smooth brain, huh? Why is he such a mush mouth, huh?
It is not in the best
What's your
interest of the
dad
child to
acting
remain
like
in the home,
that?
and I order her detained.
Why is Lucy going home with me?
time that you get your own lawyer.
This is one of the best ads I've seen in the yellow pages.
You're my lawyer!
Right, I'm your lawyer.
Okay.
We have a lot
When
to
did
go
this
over, and I
movie
have
come
5
out?
minutes. Green means go.
You're going faster than everybody else.
2001.
Is she going to help us?
It's always that your
That's
dreams
crazy.
high, Lucy.
I don't think you realize what you're up against. You gotta be firm on this. You have to fight for her.
You don't know what it's like, but you try and you try and you try and you don't ever get there.
I can go at least another 9 rounds, but you gotta let me in.
You think what they think. Sam can't take care of Lucy.
It doesn't matter what I think. It matters that we win.
It matters to me.
Isn't it true that you know you need much more than your daddy can give you?
All you need is love.
What makes you think you can raise a 7-year-old?
Every parent has those moments.
A 10-year-old?
Moments where the task is so unbelievably challenging
A 13-year-old?
that you feel retarded.
She'll be 6 years.
Jeez.
Sometimes there'll be a task that makes you just feel retarded, Luke. Oh, shit.
This movie's nuts.
This is our next movie night. Oh, holy shit.
Years more advanced than you.
I wouldn't want any daddy but you. Did you hear that? Why don't you write that down?
It's about patience,
I worry that I've gotten more out of this than you.
and it's about listening,
Daddy?
and it's about love.
I am Sam.
You're recording.
Hi, this is
This movie's crazy.
It's an outgoing message, so I think you need to sound a little more outgoing.
I don't know what I was
You didn't
supposed
even
to
rate it?
rate, but that trailer was amazing.
The trailer's a 10 out of 10.
Also, if you didn't know, that's Sean Penn, and there is nothing wrong with him or his brain.
Yeah, I saw it say Sean Penn at some point. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's him. He's just a silly little guy.
He's just method acting. Leave him alone.
I'm trying to think.
This was the role they gave me.
There's this one movie where a guy, he pretends to be a black woman radio.
What are these movies?
Let
What do
me-
you find movies like this?
Let me. This is just the shit that I love. Let me Google it on my. Okay, I can Google it on here. What am I doing? Loquisha, that's what it is.
Oh, of course. LaQuisha.
Laquisha is another favorite of mine.
You always seem to say the right thing to just the right person. What's your secret?
I'm really just talking to myself. I don't charge for my advice.
Well, you should, because it was amazing. I saw this, and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio
This is
station
us
for my
with
own
our
show.
podcast.
Oh, congratulations.
Welcome to the Joe Show.
Well, congratulations, then.
You weren't
What's up,
right
guys?
for your own
Welcome
show.
back to the Joe Show.
Jason skipped it. We need to get the money for this school.
13,000 a semester? That's who needs their own show. If I was a black woman, I'd be perfect. She's brilliant.
What a good idea.
LaQuisha gonna be the biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous?
Very.
It's not a crime. It's theater.
You live with LaQuisha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loquisha. It's free.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
You just be good to her.
Oh,
Be
man.
Good to yourself, you can be good to others. Don't be good because the police will come around.
Where did you get this?
He doesn't even hide his voice at all.
Consulting work. What the hell would you know about the...
Everybody knows if a white guy talks with a little bit of soul, he sounds like every black woman.
I guess so. In this universe, yeah.
You know, if I just started talking like this a little bit, everybody be like, "Oh damn, it's LaQuisha."
Oh, we got LaQuisha on the podcast, huh?
Oh shit! Let me turn off the camera real quick. Yeah, it's me. It's LaQuisha. I pushed that punk ass Sai out the room. What's up?
So dumb.
Okay, guys, it's me. I'm back. I was able to fend off LaQuisha. We can continue our trailer watching her wonderful movie.
I know quite a bit.
LaQuisha is a real role model for every African-American woman on this planet.
So true.
That's so true. I love how excited this man is.
Like the whole city has LaQuisha mania.
I am LaQuisha, officer.
What was that?
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's
do
body.
that.
You need to talk to LaQuisha.
Oh, dude. That's my favorite line of this.
You need to talk to LaQuisha.
Oh, shit.
Just because that.
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's body.
You need to
What are the odds?
Just because she's a woman and a black person doesn't mean that she doesn't understand you.
Is this really happening?
I'm on a bridge above the river, and I'm gonna jump.
But thanks for calling. Enjoy your jump.
I gotta start listening to her.
That's epic. Okay.
Yeah, these are just some classic movies. I got some more.
That one looked newer.
That is a newer one. That is from only a few years ago. You can buy it on Amazon.
It's actually Jeff Bezos' favorite movie. Fun fact.
I'm trying to think of this. Joanna Man. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen the trailer for that one, I'm pretty sure. It's something to do with like basketball or something, right?
Yes, sir. It's by Warner Brothers. Here we go.
Jeffries, can I please have your autograph? A stamp?
Yo, stamp.
Jamal Jeffries was living a dream.
I got to rethink cloning.
Until it turned into a nightmare.
And 2p 20p like God intended.
That's the one thing, not the quality. The one thing I miss from movies, or I guess the early old days, was that the announcer talking like one man, like that. They don't do that anymore.
This guy's wife sucks. He's gonna fucking kill her. But wait, his kids are home? Now he has to kill the kids too. That Bowflex equipment's looking real sweet right about now. This summer.
I wish movies still had those announcer dudes.
What about all the good loving you was getting up in here?
I packed it.
Nobody wants you, not even the Clippers.
And if he wants to play ball again,
what's he gonna have to do?
one option: to play as a woman.
What's that?
I'm here.
Oh man.
Joanna Man? Joanna Man.
Joanna Man.
Yes, Joanna Man. Whatever. No one's gonna believe you're a woman.
He's so dumb.
You see? If you get kicked out of the NBA, just go become a woman. This was so ahead of its time.
Created me. You're my agent. You're Frankenstein. Somebody kill me!
Man, hot dogs and hamburgers, man. She's all that in a Hot Wheel track.
All that and a Hot Wheel track. And then
I am Puff Smoky Smoke. You know what? You are one tall glass of water, and I'm telling you straight up, I'm thirsty.
Now,
hell yeah.
Oh my God, look, what are you doing?
Taking a shower, aren't you?
he's in a whole new league.
Look at you.
got it at Victoria's Secret.
Well, the secret's out. Michelle and I getting tight.
You a man posing as a woman. She don't want you. She wants a girlfriend.
What?
You look so beautiful tonight.
Have we decided on dinner? Get me. Stymie that. Country got you crazy. 0, 10, 3, 5, 7.
Miguel A. Nunez Jr.
Well, I got it going on. What can I say? Born with it.
Vivica A. Fox.
I'm not playing with her.
And Tommy Davidson.
Young lady wants a filet mignon and some strawberries and some shrimp cocktails.
In a story that proves
I love you, Juana Man.
being a superstar is a total drag. Juana Man.
How about a little hit?
Get it?
You know, look.
Because it's gonna be a total drag. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Get it? Look at him. He's a girl. He's danced as a girl.
He's in drag.
Oh man, Joanna Man is. I remember seeing that when I was way too young to be watching Joanna Man.
Is anyone way too young to be watching that movie? Let's be honest.
You know what? I think the younger the better.
It's an instant classic.
It's for watching, not watching. I mean,
Movies are for watching, not looking out. Could be showing your kid like Land Before Time or something.
Here's the
Or
new
you could show them
Beetlejuice trailer.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Oh no. Was that the chick that is in everything nowadays?
Maybe. I don't know who that is.
I think I heard Maddie yell from the other room, yes. Yep, it is. Dude.
Is it that, what's her name? Something Ortega?
Yeah, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, she's, from what I heard, is that she is kind of the worst, and it's definitely exaggerated by everybody blowing smoke up her ass.
The juice is loose.
I saw something. It was her and it was you ever watch Parks and Rec? Or Parks and Rec?
No. Oh wait. I've seen clips, but I've never watched like a full episode.
There's that one girly. She's like mean. She's in Parks and Rec. They. Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh, you just died. Did Jenna Ortega come and fucking assassinate you for talking about her?
She couldn't get me today. But no, they were doing some sort of award show, and it was pretty funny. They had like a little skit about like them passing the award together. But that's the only thing I've seen her from. She was in Wednesday or something too. And
yeah,
I haven't watched that.
I watched some of that, and the big thing that got me was like it was all right. But everybody was like, "Oh, it's so amazing! She's so amazing!" And then like the dance where she's like, like whipping around. People were like, "Did you know she made that up on her own?" It's like, okay, cool. I could tell. It's cool. Like something like a toddler could make up on their own.
Yeah, but did you know that she did that?
She did it. She's so genius. And so apparently she started bossing around some of the writers and directors and stuff. And it's like, dude, you're like 20 something. These people have more experience than you have life. Like, chill. But this is all just what I hear. I don't know her. She may be a sweetheart, a wonderful person.
Yeah, she's probably good.
She
Probably
also
the
may
best.
go down and steal Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the local school children, throws them off of a boat, makes them cry. Dude, for real? If somebody threw my Exodia off of a boat when I was a kid, I would just straight up cry. Kill him. Oh, see? I love how when we talk about stuff, it just comes up. So look at this dance scene. I got muted. Did you guys know that she made this all up on her own? Look. It's so crazy that... Oh my gosh.
Wait, did she actually make this up on her own?
Dude.
Holy freaking crap.
Dude.
That's so good.
Did you know she made all of that up on her own? Just wait. She also, this part.
Now I see why people are talking about this. That's sick.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah, this is definitely not cringe. This is super good.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Are you guys recording?
Yeah.
We are.
Alright, just had to make sure.
Yeah, we're watching how amazing and genius Jenna Ortega is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
She's real amazing, real genius. That's why everybody loves
super
her.
fan.
Well, now that you're here, Hunter, we can talk about the funniest joke you ever told.
Like, do you have a specific one in mind, or am I supposed to just know this?
Oh, you don't have it in mind?
should know
Okay, I can tell you. Actually, it's the one that you stole from me. It was...
Oh, hold it. You gotta give me something here.
I want to say it was February because it was definitely Valentine's Day, and
nope.
And our friend Luke, he was talking to you, and you.
No.
Oh, did he leave?
I think so.
Well, I'll let the people know then, since he's afraid to tell them how much of a little thief he is. Gonna steal my jokes. Well, see, he had told Luke, I can't remember, Luke said he had to go grab a few things, and then he told him to go buy some rope, and after Luke told him to have a happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And yeah, he told him to go buy some rope, and
yeah, it was.
And then he proceeded to say that Valentine's Day would be a perfect day to tie a knot, you know?
Uh-huh.
But the thing is, that was just some parallel thinking of a joke that he stole from me that I had actually told him, and it's not important of any of the details of that experience, but the experience of him lying, you guys could see how quick he left. That's because he knows. That was my joke. Don't let him ever lie and say that it wasn't. Oh, this is a Netflix thing? This is another one I want to see. Sorry.
Hunter told me that he came up with South Park too. Like, that was his idea.
Dude. That's so crazy. He also said this show, Parasite, he made it up. It's all from his brain.
Parasite. Like Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Yeah, basically. This actually... Have you ever seen Parasite the Maxim?
No, was it that movie? Oh, okay.
So this is a live-action adaptation. But it looks pretty fucking.
하나의 목표를 가지고 등장했습니다. 우리는 또 그런 인간 몸에 기생하며 살아갈 수밖에 없는 존재입니다.
Bro.
You see, it's made by people who made Train to Busan. I love that movie.
People who made what?
Train to Busan.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one either.
Train to Busan is probably one of the best zombie movies. Sorry, I think this is a little loud.
인간 흉내를 잘 내는데.
동족이 맞나? 뭔가 좀 다른데.
She's not one of them. Oh no, now she is.
If it's like the other one, she's gonna be like partial. Like she's still gonna have her own mind.
She's a free thinker.
She's a freak.
What a freak!
This is another crazy movie too. The Good Son, Macaulay Culkin, the movie you probably never seen. That's Elijah Wood
He's only
too.
been in one movie.
Henry, come on down here.
Whoa.
Behind his smile lies a secret.
Here, made two of them, so we could be brothers. Hey, Mark, come on, let's go.
Is this the first couple episodes of JoJo?
Basically.
Wasn't there something to do with the mask and two brothers?
Yeah, that hated each other.
Or they're not brothers.
secretly.
Yeah.
So what are you guys up to out there?
Sorry, Mom, top secret. Where are we going? We're here.
Lies the terrifying truth.
Say goodbye.
Hey.
I feel sorry for you. I just don't know how to have fun. What?
Oh, he gonna get him.
You know things.
Well, some things.
What if there was this boy? And he did these terrible things because he liked doing them. Such a sweet little
This is
thing.
another awesome
Too bad
scene.
something would have happened to her. Would you say he was evil?
He throws her out on the thin ice.
Why has he got all these cool little like faces that he makes when he's doing this horrible stuff?
Poor Mark. So violent.
When trust becomes a weapon, then anyone can become the next victim.
Henry. No! Susan! If I let you go, you think you could fly?
Macaulay Culkin.
All these movie clips you're showing me are like fever dream movies. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, they're all been made by AI actually. I'm sorry.
That's what it feels like.
Dude, some of these are just... That one, I remember watching that way too young as well. It's freaky.
Little Freaky Friday.
It's pretty nice when
Aren't they
you're
coming out
left
with
unsupervised as a child.
Aren't they coming out with like a new Freaky Friday or something? Like the fifth one?
Let's see. They're probably... I hate... They should have stopped with the one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, it was good. That was, what, the second time they remade it? Because it was based off of something else, wasn't it? I don't think it was called Freaky Friday. But
2018 is the most recent one.
This smells like feet and beans.
I know.
Were
It
those
was
the same
based
clothes you wore
off of-
yesterday? Yeah.
I wish you'd change.
Just another movie called Freaky Friday.
Ellie and her mom.
No. No.
Ellie,
her mom.
the 27-year-old playing a 16-year-old,
Don't always
and
see
her
eye to
mom.
eye.
I hate you. I hate your attitude.
But now
We've switched bodies.
Oh my gosh.
Witch hands.
they're going head to head.
There is no way you can
Oh no!
How much money do you think this movie made?
handle the day of high school.
Hi. Breaking news. You look like a realtor.
In each other's
Let's look. From right here, saying Freaky Friday 2018, $97,000 is what it grossed.
At the same time, it probably made money because I didn't see any ads about it or anything. I don't think they put any money into marketing.
No, but you gotta
So
think,
maybe.
you gotta pay people, right?
Yeah. But I feel like marketing is most of the money that goes towards their loss, I would think.
I think it's all just a scam. There's funneling money.
I think so too, because the new Godzilla movie was made on such a low budget, and look at that.
Yeah. It made $106.72 million with a budget of $15 million.
Yeah, and if you look at any other movie that came out around that same time, the budget is like quadruple. It's nuts.
See, just The Rock to be in a movie is $20 million. They couldn't have even afforded to have him in the movie.
I feel like people are going to stop hiring The Rock. I don't know. He's too expensive, and man's not that great of an actor.
He ruined Black Adam, and I guess the Shazam movie.
Yeah, isn't that Black Adam? That's part of Black Adam.
It was going to be part of the universe. Black Adam was supposed to be the bad guy of the new Shazam movie, but he didn't want to be a bad guy.
Yeah, I don't see why. That sounds fun. And get your bag for 20 mil. Do whatever.
Yeah.
I think they should have cast, what's that kid's name? Freddy from iCarly. He should have been the bad guy for Shazam.
No, it should have been Jerry Trainer.
That's true.
That evil man, the only person to ever say anything to Dan Schneider.
Yeah, there was that, what's it called that came out? The, Quiet on Set. Have you seen anything about that?
I've seen a little bit.
They had
Boogie.
What's his name? Yeah.
Here we
what
go.
was his name in the show?
Like this,
he was in.
That was his name in the show, Boogie.
I don't think that was his name. I thought it was like T something. Tebow.
I got a chance to watch.
Tebow? Yeah, Tebow was his name.
Oh, was that
yeah.
right?
Dan to see if it was something that he'd be willing to discuss. I'm pleased to say that he said yes. Dan, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I really appreciate you reaching out and giving me the opportunity to talk to you about what we saw over the last 2 nights.
I'm really glad you're here because I believe this is important.
For sure.
He looks
we've got
crazy.
A lot of things to unpack. But before I dive into my list of topics that I'd like to discuss, is there anything you'd like to start off with?
It's crazy.
Watching over the past 2 nights,
how much of a
very
child
difficult
he looked
me
before.
facing my past behaviors.
Yeah, he
some of
also
which
looked
are
like he was on the
embarrassing
verge of
and that I
dying
regret.
from being
And I definitely owe
overweight
some people
before.
a pretty strong apology.
You're not
Let's
wrong.
talk about the massages.
Okay.
Watching the content yesterday, it was disturbing.
It was wrong. It was wrong that I ever put anybody in that position. It was the wrong thing to do. I'd never do it today. I'm
I
embarrassed that I
watched
did it
this
then.
with
I
like
apologize to
Critical did a
anybody
video
that I
over
ever put in
this,
that
and
situation.
Yeah.
And even
he was
additionally,
right. Like,
I
dude is just
apologize
throwing them
to
like
the people who were
softball
walking
questions.
around Video Village or wherever they happened,
Like-
because there were lots of people
Like,
there.
I don't
watch,
know.
he's
who
just
also
gonna
may have
leave
felt
it here.
uncomfortable. So I owe them an apology as well.
Yeah. Dan, talk to me about the writers.
Yeah, that's it.
From what I saw, not cool.
No, and
It's nuts.
I don't mean to cut you off, but if I can
Not
cut right
cool,
to the chase,
man.
let me just say, no writer should
Not
ever
very
feel uncomfortable
epic.
in any writer's room.
And he
ever.
goes, "You're right.
Period. The
It's
end,
not
no
epic."
excuses.
But it wasn't my fault.
Most TV writers, comedy writers have been in writers' rooms, and they
Then
are
Boogie
aware
says, "You're
that
right,
a lot
man.
of times there are inappropriate jokes
not
made
your
and
fault."
inappropriate topics come up.
You're
But the
right.
fact that
I'm just
I
a little
participated in
piggly
that,
wiggly
especially
little
when I was
bitch.
leaving the room. It embarrasses me. I shouldn't have done it.
I shouldn't have got pictures of this kid's
why
feet.
it hurts really bad. for
I
me.
shouldn't have asked for
I remember
kids'
very
feet
clearly
on
my early
Twitter.
experiences, my first experience.
I shouldn't have sexually assaulted Amanda Bynes. I shouldn't have
I also-
impregnated Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm sorry.
I've also been seeing people talk about like, oh, the Nickelodeon, like their logo was a foot, and I was like, why are you realizing this now? I realized it a while ago that it was a foot.
All the
And-
jokes were foot stuff.
And as soon as like Dan Schneider got outed the first time, I was like, oh yeah, that's weird. I don't know why people are talking about it now though.
Go try to
Everyone's
find the
brain's moving a
Ariana
little.
Grande milking a potato video.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
You don't want to know what that is. Oop.
I have seen like those, the Victorious like not behind the scene, but like their little like blog things that they did. Those things are also weird.
It was one of those.
Okay. There was one that had to do with like ketchup on the feet or something like that, and it was weird.
That did happen. And then he licked it off.
He said, "All right, we're done filming. Let me clean you up."
Food prices are at all-time high. We aren't letting this go to waste. Yeah. So Dan, it was crazy that you were able to get all those thousands of pictures of children's feet. I see you never took the post down off of Twitter. Do you still happen to have all those pictures and or replies? Well,
And he says,
I don't mean to
"No
cut you
comment."
off, Boogie, but that's none of your goddamn business. And frankly, I'm not going to
they were
answer
doing in
those.
the writers' room.
You've
Not to-
never
not
been
to
in
get
a
off
writer's
topic.
room getting your back massaged. It feels great. They should have been appreciative.
Not to get too off topic from the whole asking children for their feet, but yeah, what they were doing in the writers' room, messed up, man. That Brian, whatever, I don't remember his last name, Pierce or something.
It's
Brian
Peck.
Peck, because I was like, oh, Josh Peck.
That's why I was like, oh, Josh Peck's real dad.
Brian Peck.
That would be
That is
funny.
crazy that the dude, if that was his dad.
Yeah, well, that's like the reason why he also didn't like Josh. The real reason.
It is crazy. He went to jail and then Disney hired him on. That's, I don't know. There was the one dude on To Catch a Predator that was a Nickelodeon, someone that worked for Nickelodeon too. He had like orange hair. They blurred his face, I think. I don't know why.
He didn't get arrested. I mean, he didn't get charged. Yeah, how did they know? Did he show up with gack?
He showed up with his hair all orange. I'm pretty sure he had like really bright orange hair. And I was like, that's so funny that he works for Nickelodeon.
He came in with a shirt like mine that I'm wearing right now. Fucking surf Hawaiian shirt. Came in, jumped on the counter, and was like, whoa! Acted like he was surfing it. They're like, dude, this guy is too hot to handle. He is too cool.
Dude's too cool. Oh no, they didn't blur his face out.
They didn't?
They did something. No, they didn't because there's the picture of him. Bright orange hair, looking goofy. But
Nice.
yeah, I don't. There was something about him that they didn't like. Maybe it was his. Oh, it was his name. They never said his name, but they didn't blur his face out.
I also see this shit like Drake Bell now really grabbing on to what he can of this, like, oh, you guys, I did get molested. And people, I saw him post this fucking video of him listening to a song when he was young about, he's like, I wrote this when I was 15 about the incident. And, you know, he's sitting there and he looks like he's about to cry. The comments are like, you're so brave and stuff. And I had to stop myself from commenting like, hey, remember when you, like, molested that 15-year-old in Kent? Like, a few years ago?
Dude decided to pay it forward instead of putting an end to it.
Exactly. Like, you just fucking continued the cycle. Now you're gonna cry and be like, I'm brave for coming out with this when it actually just came out on its own. It's like, no, you aren't. If you fucking led the charge a long time ago and tried to make it not okay, yeah, you'd be brave. I think now he's just trying to get his face back in the fucking spotlight any way he can. He's just like he's a little bitch. I used to love Drake Bell. I fucking hate him now.
Yeah, that same here. It's sad.
I almost went to the show that he fucking met the chick at or met up with the girl at.
Yeah, over at the Outpost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost went as well because I was just living like 10 minutes down the road at the time.
And
I was like, oh, Drake Bell.
It was like $25 too. It was like, why not?
Yeah, it was super cheap.
But, you know, I could have been molested by him.
And you would have been of age, so it would have been less bad. Still bad, but less bad.
I could have came out like him 20 years later and say, he molested me. I'm brave. Oh, now I'm starting to feel depressed again. I'm gonna go listen to Black Hole Sun on repeat and cut stigmatas into my hand.
Jeez. I'm gonna jump on ranked and master duel and just get more upset.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea either. Hop on master duel. Have this feeling. I love that this comes up all the time. This should just be our intro. People who enjoy the show.
I'm retarded?
Yep. Well, I guess, yeah, if you are still here, you're still listening to this, I don't know how long we're into it. I don't know if this is going to be one, this is going to be two. We're just gonna keep on rocking in the good old USA, and you guys can keep on rocking and keep your feet away from Dan Schneider.
Keep on rocking in the USA. USA, keep your feet away. Amen.
And remember, be like iDubbbz. It wasn't funny.